Well, I broke my soap dispenser. I don't know how that happened. Went to tighten it up by hand and it came right apart. So I'm going to make another one out of nylon, even though I have brass. I'm going to go ahead and make it out of nylon, just as a temporary thing. Turns out these threads I measured on are M10 by 1, so I have my die. So I'm just going to use this nylon and do the major diameter on the for the threaded end, and then put some barbs on the other end, probably make it a little bit longer. Unfortunately, running on the lathe, you know, I need to use twice as much material as I need because I need the chuck to hold the material. So let me get started making one of those. I'm not going to do a sophisticated nut on in the middle of it to tighten it down. I'm just going to tighten it down by hand. If you look in here, it just bottoms out. There's actually a little gap between the adapter here to the hole, and it has a big hole here and a small hole here. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Get started on that. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is square off the face. Alright, with the face squared off, now I'm going to cut it down to the major diameter, which is 10 millimeter. I think I can go down as low as 9.55. I'm going to try and hit it at 10 exactly, and then I have a little play to deal with, so I'll do that, cut it down about a ½ inch, what's that, 12 millimeters or so. Oops, a little bit too far. I've got 957, which is acceptable. But my further cuts, I'm going to leave a little more material on there. That's a good start, especially to get the die on there. So anyway, let me finish that up. Alright, I'm going to start my cleanup. I changed the angle on my cutter. It's really difficult to shoot this because the camera's like in the way of where I need to be to watch the work, so that's why I'm really not showing every little tidbit. So let me clean up all that material there and finish up the major diameter of the 10 millimeter, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm at 10.6, so let me bring that in a little bit, and then we'll be done with the threaded side, except for actually putting the threads on there. Alright, I think this is a little out of sequence, but I'm going to go ahead and put the threads on there. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, again, I'm going unconventional. I have my die on there, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and then do the barbed end where the hose goes on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, the hole size is coming in at 7/64, so I'm going to go ahead and drill my hole now. Alright, we're all set up to go drilling. Get the center hole in there. Should be pretty straightforward. A little bit at a time, hit some resistance. Like it's wobbling a little bit. Not too worried about that. See how it comes out. I mean, that's the difference between nylon, plastic, and metal. It just kind of heats up and gets deteriorated. There we go, we are all the way through. Now we'll check and see. if I ruined anything. So here's our hole. We need to deburr it, clean it up. My 10 by 1 die kind of held it in place. You can see I'm off center just a little bit, but of course that's no big deal. And then I'm going to put the barbs on this end, create some barbs for the hose to fit on there. Alright, I got a oops here, and of course the whole job is a little bit sloppy, but you know, what can I say? Anyway, so I'm going to put the barbs on there, and it is just a little bit shorter than the original, so I'll just put, you know, 1 or 2 barbs for the hose on there, no big deal. Alright, I'll just round the end off a little bit here, and that'll help the hose get on there. It's still a little bit too large for the hose to get on there. So I could barb it, but I think I'm just going to go with friction. I mean, this isn't a high pressure item. So let me clean this up a little bit. I think I'm just going to take one more little pass at it here. It's just a little bit too big for what I want. I don't want to really bulge out the hose like that, because I would think it would like want to pop off. So let me clean that up a little bit. Okay, I got 2 little small barbs on there. Let's see how the hose fits. Still a little tight, so I can take off material, but hey, that's good. That's real good. I'm happy with that. No, zoom out a little bit. It's on there good, and it's only a pickup tube, you know, so it's not even any stress on there whatsoever. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Okay, let's see how we did here. Screw in my hose, and now the hose is just turning on the piece I just made. Could probably take a little bit off the thread length so it'll bottom out, or hit on the basically the pad, so it would hit down here, but you know, that's okay. I just made the repair. You know, this item is $13 to $20. The ones that are $20 come with all kinds of extra stuff that I really like. I might go ahead and replace it. But this was just a quick little video and a quick little demo, if you will, on just, you know, making a repair using a lathe, which I was pretty sloppy with that too, so sorry about that. Mainly because I used plastic instead of metal, but either way, you know, it served its purpose. I repaired it, and I can wash the cars or whatever now. So thank you for watching.